Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome to Total War Troy, a Total War Saga, where today I'm going to be having a look at my first one of the characters, the lords available in Troy. We are going to be having a look at Hector. So you're aware, over the next day, probably, I'm going to be having a quick 20-minute video on all of them, just going through the basics, jumping into the campaign with them and having a look at where they start and the basic bits and pieces about them, and then I'll decide which two I'm going to continue playing. Probably have done recording beforehand, but feel free to shout who you think I should play. So we're going to be looking at Hector this time, as mentioned. He is Priam's heir. Obviously him and Paris are the heirs to Troy. There were quite a few apparently though. So fulfill the tasks for your father Priam. Fulfill tasks your father Priam, King of Troy, to gain his benevolence. Gain the maximum benevolence before your brother to confederate him and the city of Troy, and do not let Troy fall. They're the main things. He's part of the Aswan League, so the more land you and your allies control, the more positive effects your armies get. Armies move quicker on the campaign map, have more morale, and less upkeep. And recruit cheaper units. Helping your allies might cause them to give you gifts. He cannot recruit archer skirmishers at all. He gets access to the other heroes. Recommended playstyle. Hector's roster is focused on tough, heavy, expensive, well-armed units which can be used to crush it using crushing frontal attacks. Sounds like my sort of things. Unique units. There we go. So we've got Hector's Chosen, which are a heavy sword and shield, heavy spear and shield, the champions of Troy, and the guards of Troy, which are a heavy spear and shield. Okay, and our abilities. I'm not going to read all the blurb, guys, but 10% morale for units in own territory and plus 5 gold income per turn. Let's defend sacred Troy on hard.
Are we mere playthings of the gods? Or do we plead divine influence to justify our foolish choices?
He's taken her! He's taken my wife! You've risked the safety of Troy.
Troy is my home now.
You have my oath, brother. She will be returned to you.
Brother, I can fight!
Go. Seek shelter. There'll be plenty of fighting ahead.
The wrath of Achaea will descend upon Troy. Paris acted in love, but he has incited war. Whether the walls of Iliad will endure, only the gods can tell.
Interesting. Obviously, we're going to get a little overview of the star position in a second. So let's see.
Paris of Troy must pay!
Oh, man-killing Hector. The sons of Achaea will cross the sea with 1,000 ships, not just to take back Helen, but to kill every last Trojan and burn Troy to ash.
Brother, your foolish passion has doomed us.
You rule over the innermost region of Troad, from the city of Zelea. Reckless Prince Paris has taken beautiful Helen to his holdings on the Trojan coast. Reprisals have already begun. An Aeolian incursion has ravaged the south. The raid was launched from Lesbos, but they do not yet fully control the island. To the north, Aeneas holds the Hellespont for Troy.
Fear not, noble cousins. I stand with you.
On the nearby western islands, your god-touched brother Troilos protects the coastal waters in the name of your father, King Priam. You must bring together Troy's disparate forces to counter Achaea's inevitable vengeance.
Okay. So, Hector of Troy. Priam's heir, we've already discussed this. Old King Priam seeks to determine which of his sons is worthy to inherit the throne in his place. Hector and Paris must therefore prove themselves to their father. Whoever gathers the most favour. Yeah, this is what we've already gone through, so I'm not going to go through that. So our first mission, defeat the enemy. Defeat an army belonging to the following faction in battle. Macaria. Okay. Which is obviously going to be relatively close to us, I suspect. Yeah, just down the coast. That's Macaria. And they are the guys who are holding this island as well. Let's have a quick look what's going on around us. So we've got Troy up there. And obviously we've got my cousin up there holding there. But let's have a look for our abilities. So royal decrees, we can do that. I'm not going to do that just yet. Where are the other bits and pieces here? Faction summary, there we go. It's all our basics. Anyway, let's jump straight. Let's get this battle
Prince
underway.
Hector.
He's not...
I fight for my city.
I'm just going to go straight into
Make
this
them
battle, guys.
pay.
I always do this. I never quite wait. It should be a relatively easy battle. And we've got swordsmen, sword and shield. We've got the guards of Troy, who are a heavy spear and shield. And basically militia units and some archers. And, of course, ourselves, the mighty Hector. It's the first battle, so we will be fighting this against Acoetes of Macaria, who's got some spearmen, some swords, some slingers, and some javelin throwers. So, fairly standard. Wait, I would prefer it not to be raining. Oh well, it's going to be raining. In fact, it's got even worse. There we go. Oh, what a horrible starting position. Interesting map, that's for sure. I'm going to use the guards of Troy as my centre.
At your command. At your command. State your orders. For my city.
The guards of Troy and the swords as my centre. They've got incredible melee defense. They've got reasonable. And these guys are my lightest units. Obviously the archers behind.
For Troy. Honor and duty.
These guys are much lighter, so they're obviously going to be used for my flanking. Okay. We are inevitably going to have to move up here. If I can pull them up onto this ridgeline, however, that's quite good. Let's have a look at my units as they march in this rain. Hector himself there. Oh, it's not just raining a little bit. They look awesome. Where are my swords? They are obviously lighter. They are medium. That's quite cool. Anyway. Now, just also remember, guys, this is an early build, so there are possibly going to be bugs and things which aren't going to quite be the same in the final game. So do bear that in mind. I am going to move up and just over that ridge with my heavies. Ooh, I've just realised how I've positioned myself there because there's a cliff there. Oh, that's perfect!
Your hero is under attack.
Well, let's shoot their hero. That's generally a good way of goading them into moving forwards.
Hector. Yes to that.
There we go. Right, move those guys forwards. I'm a little exposed here, actually. Oh, let's pause. Melee attack, melee weapon, melee defense. That's all allies in range, so I don't necessarily want to do that until I've got people in. That's lovely, actually, because I'm in a really good position here. You guys are going to... My archer's going to move up there. Let's pop it. I want you guys to pull around the back. Charge up in there. I don't know where you're going, Hector. I want you slamming into the rear there. These guys are going to hit in the flanks as well. I want you guys shooting at that unit there. Slam up into the rear there. We've surrounded them. We've got the high ground for my heavy units, and my light units are flanked around and I'm peppering them from behind. Hector is, yeah, shiny and gold. Shiny and bronze even. And they're breaking, guys.
Your warriors are losing heart.
Your life will be cut short.
Really? Right, my light guys can keep charging them. My heavy guys can, my heavy spears can slam into there. So you guys start taking them out, please. Their amount of range is going to be painful. Right, that's fine. Swords into the flank there. You guys are going to move around. Oh, that only works on a single unit second time. Interesting. It's a bit of a longer battle than I was expecting, to be fair. He is a defender. Yeah, he's an epic hero, but he's shielded, so he's designed to defend. There we go. Charge down this hill, break their ranged.
Hector!
What I want to be doing here, realistically, is chasing one off, just keeping them moving, so...
Victory
This
is close enough to taste.
Come on, Hector. Oh, I think he's running away. Oh, there's a few good Trojans dead there, but... Oh, there's a lot of good Trojans dead there, but it's worth it.
Hades has claimed the enemy hero.
I have ended you.
Nice, my ranged finished him off. Beautiful, let's fire a few rounds into them. Nice! Close victory, I'll accept it though. So 163 versus, you know, for 248, but we won, you know, it's not quite as a walkover as I thought it would be, to be fair. It was a bit more of a tough battle. The duration was exactly 6 minutes. But I pulled them up a hill towards me. If they, you know, a player would have probably struggled. Oh! That was brutal! Take them on. We will replenish from their troops.
The gods smile on me.
What's the garrison there like? I think I want
Prince
to
Hector. We'll
pull
rest
back
here.
and just do a little bit more recruitment. Get a couple more units of swordsmen in. Let's see. Swordsmen are probably my best units here. They've got This is an really interesting thing, guys. So these guys use food for their maintenance rather than anything else. Some of the higher level units use other things, like these guys use bronze even. So different units use, because you've got different resources which you use for all sorts of different things, guys, which is really nice to my archers use. You know. Anyway, so these guys are shielded. Poor morale. Great defense though. They've got good defense. Let's pin them and compare. These guys are better at attack, so they're just slightly better overall. So I want a couple of them in, and some light skirmishers, and we'll move on next turn. And we'll hit next turn, and then we'll look at a few of the features next. When we get there, then we'll move on and siege out and take the city. So Priam's heir, Priam's deliberation. King Priam continues to ponder which of his two sons he should name as heir to the throne of Troy. Recent events have influenced his judgment in the matter and brought him one step closer to a final decision. Priam's benevolence towards your brother has changed by 2. Oh! So he's liking my brother more at the moment. King's decree. Issue a royal decree. Your people are eager to follow your orders. And, you know, we get, basically this is just a mission. Decrees are up here, so royal decrees are here. It's like your tech tree, effectively, guys. I'm not going to go for it too much. Tech is tech is tech. Obviously, they go down to different things. Cop bronze is good. Ooh. The cheaper medium infantry. Ooh, melee defense. Whereas this is growth. To be fair, growth early. I always like going for growth early. While 20 gold per turn is good. Gold is not as important in this because you don't use it for everything like you would in some of the other games. Hector has unassigned skill points. So this is our skill tree here, going all the way down. Again, I'm not going to look at all of them, but to start with, we've got Vanquish, which is, you know, we can pick between a Vanquish or Divine Focus. Divine Focused is, you know, weapon damage and armor piercing. Nice. Or we can have charge and speed. I prefer the damage than speed. He doesn't strike me as a speedy lad. He strikes me more as a chunky warrior. You know, he's going to sit there and take it. I don't want him to be shooting across the field. Other people, I think Achilles is kind of the antithesis of him. He's meant to be fast and mobile. So I'm going to take 3. Where is my Priam's heir? Here we go. So I don't need the overlay up. So, I mean, I can put it up so it tells me more. Oops. So, obviously, this is the Benevolence Bar, which tells us how well we're doing. At various points on it, we're going to get, so, honoured by Troy, gaining 100 benevolence before your brother will yield a permanent boon to your faction. And same with 200, 300, I think it goes up to 400. So, obviously, we're a little low. Support your brother for +2 for victories against a common enemy of both you and your brother. +2 for 10 for destroying covenant enemy of both you and your brother. -30 if you declare war on your brother. Defeat the Achaeans. So yeah, so basically we get various buffs for fighting and doing things. Ensure a happy populace. +10 for each province producing 400 or more food per turn. +10 for each province with 20 or more happiness. But yeah, so that's nice. Oh, and I can basically pay money, and yeah, cool, and complete epic missions. That's cool. The S1 League, League effects. There we go. League members, which is just Troy at the moment. Size of a league. So can I add people to that? Growing the league. There we go. So Hector must fare by himself, relying on his sharp, ever-shining mind. Friends with us. Pact of Strength. And as we go on, obviously, we're going to get more and more buffs to it. I assume we can add people to the league. I don't know if that'll be a diplomacy thing. Oh, why am I opening that?
I should probably hear Troy out.
I guess it's people who are allied with me and things. Anyway, it's something we'll look at more in the future. For now,
Righteous and true.
let's take the town.
Bring their doom.
That's an easy auto.
Make them pay.
I do love these little battle scenes. Not quite as brutal as slamming his shield through the person's neck that time, but nice solid victory. We are going to occupy this because it gives us the whole region. Decisive victory. There we go. Now we control the entire province, which means I can put a commandment in there. We'll do happiness to start with. Priam's heir request. You have proven your worth to your father and are now one step closer to being named heir to the throne. However, that could change. I've gained 2 benevolence. Okay, obviously all the normal things, bits and pieces there. Let's have a quick look through this at some of the top units. You know, I'm not going to go through the entire building tree, guys, but at the top we've got, you know, champions of Troy, which are ultra heavy, Trojan defenders and things, and Trojan spearmen there. So guards of Troy are relatively early to get, and renowned swordsmen. So obviously you've got your spear. Yeah, it's fairly standard. It's what you'd expect unit wise. And different settlements build different buildings. So these are farming villages, which build farming stuff. If they were, say, where are they? This place, which is wood, will get buildings to do with wood and things. Obviously, for the future, if we continue this one, we'll be pushing over here to try and take out these places, because these are enemy territory. And to protect this guy. But for now, that is where we're going to leave it, guys. So I do hope you are enjoying this. Please do feel free to pop any comments in the comments. Let me know what you think so far of what you've seen of Troy. And if you'd like me to continue this campaign. I think I know the 2 I'm going to be playing, but we'll see as we go on, guys. As I said, I'm going to be dropping one of these for the sort of start situation and just going through a quick overview of each one's mechanics over the next few hours, basically. This is the first one, you know, because got to start with Hector. Or Hector or Achilles. You might be able to guess which one might be the next one up. But you might be surprised, because it all depends which order I decide to record them in. I just know this one's the first at the moment. As always, thank you for watching. If you want to see more content like this and you are new to my channel, please do like and subscribe, guys. Obviously, if you like, make sure you hit that bell button, because it makes you actually potentially get notified sometimes, maybe. Also, big thank you to my Patreons. You really do help make the channel work better and get me equipment to help make everything a bit better. And I'm going to stop talking now because I'm losing what I'm saying. Thanks for watching, guys.